So, hi, hello, and welcome to another video. So for today, we are doing my flip through of my reading journal. And yeah, I've been spending quite a lot of time actually doing this. So yeah, it's it's done. Not everything is, like finished, but I mean, we are at this point we are in December, like start of December, and not everything is out yet of like readathons that I'm doing and everything. But yeah, if I have some inspiration, I will try and link it down below if I remember. Let's hope that I do. Just because some of this is taken from YouTube, TikTok, and different things. So yeah, I just want to credit where credit is due. So let's just flip through and yeah. So not fill this out, but yeah. Here, 2026 reading journal. So I have gone with simple because I don't want to stress out like you have to do so many things, just because I get easily like demotivated. And if I need to, draw things like every single month, I'm not going to do that, and it just ends up with being yeah, not very nicely done when like half of the year is gone. So I gone with simple. So yeah, I have different things. So the first one is read some ebook every day. I don't care if it's 10 pages or a whole book. I just want to read some ebook every day, and I just have this one here. I have like a physical and audiobook on a different spread. I just want to have this one as the first thing that I see, like, have I read something today? If not, I will need to do that. So yeah, here are my goals and some like let's call it non-goals. So the first one is like specific goals. These are like things that I want to hit, let's call it that, every single month. So I want to read a nonfiction, I want to read a classic, I want to continue on with a series, I want to read a GoodReads winner, and books dragged over. You will basically see this one later on, what I mean. I want to read a Star Wars book. I've not been good at that this year. So let's get back into it. I want to read a thriller, horror, or a mystery. I have those like together just because we have a complicated relationship. I want to read a POC. I want to read diverse, like anything that is different from me. And a 2026 release. So I just want to, like, some of these I have every single year to, basically think over what I'm reading. And then I want to see kind of what genres I'm reading every single month. So we have fantasy, contemporary, sci-fi, thriller, horror, mystery, historical, nonfiction, romance, paranormal, poetry. I have a romantasy and other, just because I feel like sometimes I just want to, if I read a romantasy and put it in fantasy, I will probably always hit one. But I want to see, do I read romantasy or do I read a fantasy? So just, yeah. Then my GoodReads goal is 100 pages. And my own goal is 365. So that's a book a day. I don't need to hit it, but I usually do. I have to get my physical unread books down to 0. And then I want to get the series that I started before 2026 down to 0. So we have a few left. And I mean, I am spending December reading kind of a lot of them, but I will still have some left. And then when I start a new series this year, I have to continue on with it until I'm done or like catched up. So here we have my read every day, physical and audio. So basically I have all the subscriptions that I have, or doesn't have to be subscriptions, but places where I listen to audiobooks. And then a circle is like a physical one. So I just want to see what places do I usually read my books from, like audiobooks, where do I read them from? And then see Here we have my TBR card. It's 36 in here. Will I be down to 36? I don't know. I am kind of afraid that I am going to have more than 36 books when I start this year. I hope not, but it's a possibility, you know. Then we move on here. We have my 26 in 2026. So I have filled it out mostly. I have like a few ones here that is left. I kind of want to also leave a few of them open just in case I find something that I really want to read that is a 5-star prediction. So we have 26 in 2026. That is also a 5-star prediction. So I have basically put on things here that I think will be a 5-star. So we have like some that I can't wait to read, some like authors that I love, and I also have some that don't have like a book yet, but I am going to say that it probably will get out some. 5-star predictions, will they be 5-star? I don't know. And my plan is to, when I've read the book, I will print out a picture and glue it in and see how many we will get done. Here we have 2026 new releases. So these are new releases for this year. And I will fill it out. I usually go through it like the last few days in a new month. No, in December, like late December, I will usually watch what comes out in January and just write that down. If it's something that is really like, I know this comes out then, I will put it in here. I haven't done that, but I will. Here are my series. So these are 12 series that I want to read in 2026. I always have these 12. And then I need to, write down whatever I have left in 2026. Hopefully it will only be a page. And then the books, like the series that I start in 2025 will be hopefully on this page, 2026 on this page. I will try not to start too many because obviously I have a problem with starting too much that I can't, finish off. So here we have 30 series before 30. I have one that I need to fill in that I haven't done. So I have, why don't I show you and just fill it in? So the one that I have finished is this one. So we are done with the Bergman. And there you go. So filled in. So the gray ones are finished prior to this year. And it's a lot. I mean, I have a year and a half or something. So yeah, here it used to be 30 before 30. These are basically all the leftovers that I haven't finished this year, from 5-star predictions to like 25 in 2025 and yeah, and a few 30 before 30. So this just became a bunch of too many books. Let's just say that. So these are no longer 30. They are way more. But I will try and finish off a lot of them this year. I don't really know how or when or who or anything, but hopefully we will be able to do that. Here we have my reading log. So I have a lot of books on here. Like, I can write down a lot of books just because I never make enough pages for this. And I really want to try and, finish this off and see can I actually not fill it out, basically. So my plan is to have basically different colors if it is a reread or like a new read, just because I like to see, really easily, is this something that I have read before, just because then I know that the rating is probably gonna be a 4 or 5-star, because I don't usually reread books that I don't like. So that's kind of is that. And here we have my shelf. I will probably be doing like here month, just color in one for a month and not write the books down, just because I do write them down here and just yeah, you get me, if you get me. Here we have my book trace. Wait, we have my Hall of Fame first. Here is my Hall of Fame. So just If it's a 5-star, I will put it in here, like a new 5-star, not like a reread 5-star, because that would be weird. Here we have my book trace. So haven't really written down anything yet, but a big book trace, because last year I actually filled it out. So yeah. And here we have a different bingo boards. So basically, if I have one book, I can basically pick a lot. So I can pick one from miscellaneous. So it's 2 boards, but I can only pick one. I can pick one from genre. This is going to fill up really quickly. I can pick one for a series. Like, I do also have like a standalone and everything, but I can pick one from there. I have to choose if I am going to write it down in romance or a romantasy, so I can only pick one. If I read a romance, I have to, pick here. But if I choose a romantasy, I can pick to like a romance, but I usually pick from the romantasy, if you get me. So only one from here. I can pick one for cover, title, and one for pages. So one book can count for multiple boards. Just because we have, I'm not gonna read this many books, but yeah. And here we basically have like a map. So, if you get me, you get me. If you don't understand what I mean, I can try to, explain better. But yeah, here we have books dragged over. So these are basically books that I have had on my TBR before that I haven't gotten to. And it's a lot. So, yeah. It goes all the way here. And here we basically have a Mariana Zapata and Jenna Rowling books. So basically these, I have read most of them, but I will try and see, how many I can get to this year. I usually always do a reread because I love them so much. And yeah, I have a few spaces just in case it comes out a few other books, So yeah. And here is my reading from every year that I have, lived. So 1997 is already done. And will I be able to do this within a year? I don't know. To be completely honest, I am working on the 1998. It goes a little slow. And then in here we have my author and title A to C. So whenever I finish a book, I can choose. Does it fit for author? Does it fit for title? So yeah, that's kind of that. And here is sports romances. So if I read from a sport, I can color it in. So yeah. Here we have monthly stats. I usually never do monthly stats. But yeah, here we are. We have books read, pages read, physical books, ebooks, audiobooks, and books bought. So I always want my books bought to be less than physical books, because we need to read more books than I buy. Here we have books bought in 2026. So whenever I receive a book in 2026, I will write them down. So I don't think I am going to write down, fill it out. But if I fill it out, I have a problem. Here are books reread. So I just want to see how many books I reread within a year. And yeah, because I like rereading. It's something that, is calming for me. Let's just say that. And then this one I got from a TikTok. I will, if I can find it, I will link it down below. Just because they have a book, like a book you can buy. I just can't. I don't have the money to spend things. So I took my own twist to it. A lot of it is taken from there. So I will try and link it down below so you can see. And, yeah. So here is a cozy bookish bingo. So just cozy. It's not all, books like read something. But yeah. Here we have on the cover. So this is like on the cover. Is it red on the cover, blue on the cover? Does it have a dragon on the cover? And we have 12 Moon Reading Challenge. So this is basically this one is basically in January. I am going to read the January book from here. So this is specific for the month, at least for me. So yeah. And it's just different challenges. So yeah. Here we have enchanted pages, so you have like a book with magic, fire magic, or fated mates, or a mermaid, or something. And yeah. And here we have setting and retelling. So retelling, we don't have many retellings because I don't do many retellings. And here we have my Kindle challenge. So this one is specific for my Kindle. I have so many Kindle books. So in January, we are going to read a book with snow on the cover. So, and then in February, you choose that one. And, just this is very month based, at least this one. And then we have Kindle challenge. So this is just a bunch of challenges. And let's face it, I'm not going to fill out everything. Every single one. A space is not going to be filled out. But I just want to see how many Kindle books I can actually get through. So this is just a bunch of them. And here we have Kindle challenge for my covers. So a red cover, purple color, yeah. And here we have the Kindle challenge, A to C Kindle challenge. So we have a lot of Kindle challenges because I really need to get going on my Kindle books. I have so many that it's not even fun. And here is another Kindle challenge. This is romance tropes. And yeah, it can be anything. It can be a romantasy if I want that. But it has to be on my Kindle. So yeah. And basically my pages are really simple this year. So I will just write out every single thing that I am having on my TBR for the month. So these are like really, really simple for this year because here is the thing. Here are all my books that I have read. So I have 500 books that I can read within a year. Doubt that I will do that. But I have a tendency to forget to print out the books for my TBR. My wrap-ups. I don't always print out the books. And that means that I am behind and it just becomes a mess and then nothing gets done. But if I do this, it doesn't matter if I fill it in February or if I wait until April to fill everything in. So yeah. And here we are starting with the yearly, monthly challenges. So it's something. So this one is the 52 book club. And I will link their page down below. So this is a yearly challenge. It has 52. So yeah. And I haven't filled out anything else, but I do think, there will be more yearly challenges and everything, so yeah. So this one will eventually be filled out. It's just take some time. But yeah, so I'll try and do this within a year. And yeah, that was everything. So I do have one more that I know that I will be participating in. And yeah, so it will be filled out. We have quite a lot of pages, but I will, I need to be a little restrictive of how many I am, taking part of. But yeah, that was actually it for my reading journal. So I hope you liked this video and I will see you next time for another one. Bye!